Star Report. I'm your host, Star. Welcome to the show. It's Wednesday evening. You see the title, Sean Combs, The Reckoning, 4-part docuseries review. I watched it for you, the entire docuseries. Nothing surprised me. I've seen it all before. However, for you, it's required viewing. It's required viewing. I think it was very well put together. I'm going to give you some of the details, the notes. If you have not seen it, I suggest that you do. Sean Combs, a.k.a. Puff Daddy. I'm going to call him Puff Daddy tonight. You guys can chime in with Diddy, the Diddler, but I'm going to go back into time. Born in 1969, born in Harlem, New York. However, raised in Mount Vernon, New York. He is not a Harlem nigga. Please stop with that. He never knew his father. His father died when he was 2 years old. His mother, well, the woman who gave birth to him, we know her as Mama Combs. I say this with all due respect. Janice Combs. She was more like his sister. Thus, the reason why they were, scrapping, gave him a lot of things he, like myself, wanted, needed. And he did go to some private schools, like myself. I'm going to try and be objective here, but I like the guy. We have history. When I got arrested in 2006, I'm sitting in the interrogation room with my feet up, having a hoagie and a cup of coffee. In comes his lawyer, Benjamin Braffman, and he says, Mr. Terrain, Mr. Combs says, whatever you got, whatever you need, he's got it. Bail money, whatever. Real niggas do real things. So I want to give you some context here with regards to this docu-series, but it's very necessary in this day and time. Let me also say this. Diddy is one of the last music moguls that you will see. Arrogant, confident, cocky, conceited, and convinced. You've heard me describe myself like that as well. Confident, conceited, and convinced. He's the last of the last. He's been sat down, as you know, and this docu-series put together by Curtis, 50 Cent Jackson. Oh, 50. 50 is a good nigga too, but 50's day, his day is coming, and he's going to have to answer to, I don't know anything about, sexual allegations, but destroying, or let me say allegedly destroying the career of Young Buck. He's going to have to answer to that one day. So, as I said, I watched it. Episode 1, which is on Netflix, Pain versus Love. Episode 2, What Goes Down Must Come Up. Episode 3, Official Girl. Episode 4, Blink Again. Have you seen it? Phone lines are open. I want to hear from you. Even if you haven't seen it, but if you have any experience in the quote-unquote music industry, or as we used to refer to it back in the days, the business of music, I would like to hear from you. I'm going to throw some things out there, just random things that come to mind. I did not take a lot of notes here. I'm just looking at the Wikipedia of the actual docu-series, but I didn't write notes and type things down. Is her name Capricorn, his former assistant? I don't know her. I don't believe her. I don't believe her. And on some silly shit, well, what's up with her gray teeth? Good evening, troll babies. Is it me or were her teeth gray? Girl, how do you get up on a goddamn docu-series with gray-ass teeth? Does she smoke, sour diesel, hydro? What the fuck? I'm sorry, guys. We're not doing members only tonight. Deeds should be monitoring the live chat, so keep that in mind, okay? I do want to touch on what my homie spoke about. Diddy being accused of charging the Biggie estate for his funeral. I can see that. Business reasons, tax reasons. Mama Combs owned 75% of Bad Boy, and my friend Kirk used to own 25%. Kirk and I are still very cool. We have a lot of history. We were texting today, and I told him, hey, man, whatever you need, let me know. Kirk Burroughs, he was probably the most convincing and the best person in the docuseries. Kurt was done wrong. I will say that. Regardless of how I feel about Diddy, Kurt was done wrong. Area code 602. Good evening. We're talking about the docuseries. Are you up to speed? Came out on Netflix.
Hey, Star. This is Paula from Arizona.
Hey, baby. How are you? It's cracking.
I'm good. Yeah, I saw it. It didn't add much to, what we already knew. It gave some other people's sides of the story, some rumors that we heard, especially like about your friend Kurt. And, I was glad that he at least was able to tell his own story. So that I was good to see. I was glad to see.
Yeah.
And, for your friend, I'm praying for him. He seemed like he's, okay today, despite all that he's been through. So, there's that. One of the things that Aubrey, I think she has talked so much. I don't really have a lot of, I won't say that she doesn't have credibility. I'll just say that she's just kind of talked a lot along the way because she wanted to get her story out over the years. So she does her own thing. I'm not a fan of hers. So there's that with that. One of the things that I was surprised to see was the part that I didn't feel like it was necessary as much as I like Eric Sermon. I didn't think it was necessary to add the him and Misa and Diddy part of it. I didn't think it was relevant.
The Green-Eyed Bandit is my nigga, but let's not get it fucked up. Patterson, New Jersey, once upon a time, niggas ran down. He had to jump off of a balcony because he was smashing somebody's girl or wife. You know about that?
No.
Come on. If we're going to talk, goddamn, let's talk. Come on.
I was at Prairie View when all this stuff was going on in the country, so I don't know any.
Prairie View A&M? Prairie View A&M?
Yep.
Okay. Come on.
Yep. So those were the days that I hated Diddy. I started down in Texas, and I hated Diddy from the beginning. I couldn't stand him. So I'm not a Diddy fan at all. He did what he did. I saw him come up. I liked the artist that he had, the music, but I wasn't a fan of his personally. So, there's that. But
hang on, baby, because listen, I watched intensely every episode. I'm ready to talk. What's going on with Capricorn Clark with her great teeth? The fuck?
Well, I think her day was in the past, and maybe she just didn't age well. I just turned 55, and I see myself in the mirror, and I'm like, oh, I've had a better day. So I ain't gonna talk about.
But hold on.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, unless she's got some type of sickness, I don't know. But when you get up on a goddamn documentary, shouldn't you bleach your teeth? I bleach my teeth. I'm 61. I bleach my teeth, right? These are my teeth. These are not veneers. These are not dentures. Come on, I'm on that picky shit. I watched this docuseries. Come on.
So I can agree with you on that you want to put your best foot forward if you're going to be on a docuseries on Netflix that everybody and their mama's going to see. I didn't know what she looked like. When they did the court hearing, all we saw was the sketches, and I think I saw her pass the camera, but I'd never seen her. So this was my first time seeing who she was, what she looked like, and what she was about. So, I guess, like you said.
Hang on, baby. Somebody in the live chat said, easy, Star. Diddy knocked her fronts out. Easy, big nigga. Okay, well, I don't know. I mean, all right. So, you saw all 4 episodes? All 4?
I saw all 4.
What do you think about Kirk saying that Diddy charged the Biggie estate for his own funeral? What do you think?
It sounds like some dude would do like that. You know, I Diddy, he was treacherous on doing the same thing that other folks out here do. No different than Trump.
Come on.
You know, they take all the money and they don't necessarily give it back. And instead of, you know, being a decent person and paying for the funeral, he charged. And I thought that was, I guess, par for the course for the type of person that he is. I wasn't shocked because it looked like that's the kind of dude he is. That he's trash like that. So, you know, I wasn't shocked about it. I just felt like, well, you know, he's a buster like that.
Well, hang on now, because if we're talking about, you know, charging something back, allegedly, supposedly, and Kirk is my friend. I didn't even ask him about that today. We were just texting. I'm asking him, is he okay? Does he need me for anything? I mean, I could have him call in, cam up, but I don't want to do that to him. I want him to go to other platforms to really give a story that brings him some type of financial gain. He deserves it. But now, with regards to Whitney Houston, did Whitney's family pay for the funeral? Let's have that conversation.
I must have missed that part about the Whitney Houston part. I don't recall seeing that.
The answer is no. Whitney's family did not pay for the funeral. So somebody paid for it and wrote it off for taxes. That's the point I'm trying to make. So whether he laid the money out and then charged it back to them, I mean, this is what people do. I mean, people who don't understand that type of strategy or business. So
let me ask you this, Scott. Let me ask you this. So did he not owe Biggie some money for some of the deal that they had for the records that they had already done? I was under the assumption, based on the conversation, that there was some money owed that he could have maybe donated to the family and said, here's his cut of a record or something to that effect. And that in lieu of that he went around that part of it and said, you know what, why should I give them that money? Why don't I charge them for it and then I can keep my money or take the money back or whatever, however he did it. But it was more of a tactic to retain the money that he so-called was going to give to them. And it seemed like he carved the money back, however he did it, out of that funeral. That's how I took it.
Okay, you've done a lot of assuming, and that's fine. Again, I'm not here to defend Diddy. I've already said, I've gone on records and said that he got old and sloppy because back in the 80s when he and I first met and he was Puff Daddy and he was having rehearsals with Father MC, he wasn't fucking with no types of drugs. That wasn't who he was. So, but now with regards to funerals, you know, people pay for their own funerals with life insurance. Yes.
Yes. I didn't think that Biggie had the life insurance policy. So
Biggie had nothing, baby. Baby, hold on a second.
Correct.
Biggie had nothing. Biggie had a whole bunch of bum niggas around him. And if you really want to know, niggas ran up in Biggie's house, stealing shit, snatching plaques off the wall. Mm-hmm. Those are the bum niggas. And again, not trying to defend Diddy, but those are the bum niggas. The second album didn't even come out yet. Right or wrong, when Biggie got laid down.
Right. That's what it was.
Right, right. So a businessman would have to recoup. I got to recoup. It's just business. Go ahead, land your plane, baby. Land your plane.
I'm going to land my plane here. There was a lot going on in that video.
Your phone's breaking up, baby. Your phone's breaking up. Please make the adjustments so we can hear you. Land your plane.
Sorry. That is better. It's Samsung. It's my phone. Is that any better?
Well, go ahead and land your plane, baby.
Okay. So the only thing that I was thinking was that when this lawsuit came out from Diddy, I don't think that, or whatever it is, a cease and desist, that he's not going to get it because whoever it was, I think it's the documenter of the video, I think he gave that to 50 Cent.
Okay. Baby, your phone's breaking up. Thank you, darling. Thank you for calling. Thank you. She's calling from a phone that is losing the signal or something. A Boogie said Lil Rod waking up with body pain and no memory of what happened. Chaka chaka cha. Per. How many years did that nigga work with Diddy doing music? Diddy punked him out. Nigga, if you playing all the instruments and producing and sitting there and you getting high off a horse tranquilizer, allegedly, or whatever the fuck you're doing, who's to blame? Puff Daddy or you? Everybody holding a second. Deed says 1997. The Devil's Advocate. Anybody seen that film? I dare you to call in and break that one down. Probably too far back. Hang on a second. It's just my main nigga on the trigger. Florida Boy Jay, good evening, sir. Is that you tapping in Wednesday night?
Listen, man. Listen, Star, we got to break down the devil in the flesh. And what's worse, the worst devil is a black devil. And I think this is a 4-part expose on, if not the biggest black devil in Western civilization.
Come on.
Which is Diddy.
Come on.
This, one of the most dark and disgusting individuals that we've ever seen from, and when you want to talk about demons, you want to talk about the devil's advocate. And it was funny that the lawyer came.
You ever seen that film?
Actually,
you ever seen that film?
Absolutely, one of my favorite movies.
Come on.
Keanu Reeves actually came out of Jacksonville. The character actually came out of Jacksonville in that movie.
Right.
A lot of people don't know that. And pretty much how he was talented, but it was a certain energy, a certain door he was able to walk through, but it did not come without side effects. But at the end of the day, it was a choice. These people aren't here on accident. If you watched even at the Stampede in '93, what was very eerie about that footage is him low-key looking at a dead body, turning around and walking away. And if you pay attention to symbolisms, why in that moment of chaos, he was rocking all white. Just the colors that he was wearing, you're rocking all white in one of the darkest moments. And then when you just certain things.
Hold on a second, Florida Boy Jay. Hold on. You're talking about was it City College charity basketball game? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Clearly he had on the white, was it white linen before the people got trampled to death? You're talking about that scene where he was standing in the on the court. He's looking around.
Yeah, and nonchalantly walked off like somebody dropped a $20 bill. Yeah, that footage.
Okay. If I understand you correctly, you said the worst devil's a black devil. I agree with you, but now hang on a second. The man beat most of the charges, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. If we can go back, one of my favorite bands growing up as a kid, The Who. I think it was either Cincinnati or Cleveland, Ohio. You ever heard me talk about this? I think it was maybe 11 people trampled to death at a Who concert. You ever heard about this?
Yep, I have it.
Yeah. That's the industry. So it's not like he's the only person to be involved in something like that. Go ahead.
Yeah, so you look at that, and then what also further proves one of the biggest chumps in hip hop history to me is Biggie Smalls, or Notorious B.I.G. Because if you know it's hot, why you let this man parade you around like a slave, going to these award shows, going to these parties? You have an international flight you need to take in the morning. You know the block is hot. Even the gang that's protecting you is telling you, hey, people are coming to get theirs. We can protect you as much as we can, but it is what it is out here. You know, you fulfilled all your obligations, like you said, as far as performing, doing this, doing that, recording final verses in the intros for the album. You know, you go on that plane to the UK and you don't go because Diddy calling you and telling you, nah, you're not going. And it's, most people say you want to go, but you let a man chump you and stand in LA, going to this party and getting clapped like two butt cheeks on a stripper pole.
Okay. I hear you talking. Hang on a second, but I'm not gonna clown Notorious B.I.G. He's not here to defend himself. He died a very tragic death. And to be precise, Kirk Burroughs, my friend, and he is a friend, is the one who told Biggie, we're staying here. Kirk ran Bad Boy. That's a fact. But let's switch up here for a second with regards to the 4 episodes. Anything stand out to you with regards to your generation, the younger generation, that you really found to be worthy content, or something that taught you something?
For the most part, just like Mark Curry's book, Dance with the Devil, that came out, I want to say maybe 2007, 2008. I've been early on the Diddy is evil train. So all of this stuff that came out wasn't new to me. This wasn't any breaking news outside of the details. Kirk tied a lot of loose ends. I feel like he was the most valuable interviewee out of everybody, even to the point where he broke down the rented cars of the weekend of Tupac's murder in Vegas. And those finances, and one of the most gangster things I've ever seen, and this is not giving it props, this is just how cruel and dark it is. I'm going to lead you to your death and then roll you around your own hood. That's gang. I'm sorry. And then make you pay for it. That's gangster. I'm sorry.
Okay. And
then rewrite the contracts to make sure you don't even eat what you already agreed upon. I'm gonna whack you. And then Roy,
I need you to slow down, homie, because he has not been convicted of killing Notorious B.I.G. Take a breath. It's good to have you back on this show, but what I'm not going to do is just say any old thing. I mean, Diddy's sending out cease and desist letters. You know, I'm sure he's going to be clapping back legally. You have no knowledge of Diddy being, involved in the death of Notorious B.I.G. Continue on.
Right. And on top of the fact, what I've gotten from this interview was how much we were robbed. I think one of the part where I think the hair kind of stood up on the back of my neck watching this was when he was doing the Every Breath You Take dance with Sting right after, or how he got the Rolling Stone cover, and just remembering faintly about 97, 98 when it was all bad. It was all just puffy. And it's like you took away Tupac, you took away Death Row, you took away Biggie, so you could be the last man shining, the last nigga on the dance floor. And just seeing how derailed he took the culture somewhere. We can't say he was responsible for people's misfortunes and this and that. But the way they lined it up with how many people who came in contact with him that experienced grave levels of misfortune while he skated off into prosperity.
Okay.
That's what I got from my generation.
By the way, 1979, The Who, 11 people trampled to death. For those who care, I just wanted to follow back up with that. Cincinnati, Ohio, December the 3rd, 1979, 11 people trampled to death because, what we also have to, I think, not let it be perceived as just, this black guy, was so diabolical, and he's the only one who's ever done this sort of jazz. I mean, I may get into other examples of Caucasians who have done far worse, but I want you guys to speak and have your say. All right, man. Anything else you want to mention with regards to your platform? Pardon me, Florida Boy J.
Yeah, man. The show's going good. We did an episode last week. The numbers are really, really good. Even when I'm not doing any promotion and distribution, they're just naturally growing. So to everybody watching the show, tuning in, we're going to be going live tomorrow afternoon to break down Mark Lamont Hill, going back and forth with Brian McKnight and getting down and dirty in that topic. But I will say this, Star, before I sign off. The reason why you may hear me very turned up about this topic is because I was robbed. My generation, we were robbed.
Okay.
Of greatness. We were robbed of Biggie and Tupac. We were robbed of Total. We were robbed of one. We were robbed of a lot of talent in the industry. And because Diddy used Andre Harrell's business tactics, Clive Davis savvy, and like you said, it's just business. We do understand that. But the people's lives that have forever been altered by his influence in our culture might be irreparable damage. And that's what I get from and take away from this doc.
Okay.
Not just the victims he directly came in contact with, but the influence that he has that's placed us 3 steps back
Okay.
in Black culture. And I will sign off on that, Star.
I
Thanks.
appreciate the call. Thank you, man. Okay.
Absolutely.
Florida boy Jay tapping in. Hey, Lydia, nice to hear from you. Yes, I watched all 4 parts of the docuseries. All 4 parts. I'm going to say it's required viewing for those of you young people who you're thinking about getting into the industry. Nothing's going to change. Let's be clear. Nothing's going to change in the quote unquote industry. When you have such an arena where people want to become famous, the noticeable ones, they will compromise themselves and other things. That's just human nature. Let me also say this with regards to some of your parents or some of you who have gotten a taste of success. Maybe not necessarily a one-hit wonder, but you've gotten an experience. You've done some shows, you've traveled, and you said, you know what? I don't want to be a part of that shit. I respect those people, the ones who go get a job, you know, they focus on the family, raising kids. That's a more honorable profession, but nothing is going to change with regard to the industry. But again, we're having a discussion here this evening, okay? Let me go to area code 313. Hey there, good evening. We're talking about the 4-part docuseries. Are you up to speed? Area code 313.
Yep, I am up to speed.
Hey.
Hey, Star. So I was just going to say, I think the most that I guess a good point from the documentary that I didn't realize is that that Puff and Suge were really good friends, you know, prior to. Like, everybody made it seem like it was an East Coast, West Coast thing, and kind of like issues with gangs and stuff like that. But it wasn't any of that. And I mean, basically, it was kind of like, you know, they used Pac, you know, in a grand scheme of things or whatever, just to kind of, you know, move him around on the chess board, so to speak.
Okay.
He leveraged Pac to get back at Puff, you know.
Take your time, darling. I'm in no rush. I want to hear from you. Take your time. Continue.
Oh, thanks. No, I was just going to say I found that part kind of interesting because I did not know that. And it was kind of interesting how they talked about how Puff was jealous of the friendship with Pac and Big. And I mean, you saw that with all of his relationships, you know, so it seems, right? Based on the docuseries.
Can I jump in?
Saw a little. Oh, yeah, go for it.
Okay. Now, we can all pretty much figure out 50 Cent's motive for doing this docu-series. Hell, he's got to raise a son. I don't even know his son's name. The eldest one is Marquise, but I don't know the little one's name. Whose mother was indeed slutted out by Sean Combs.
Yep.
That was part of the trial. Slutted her out.
Right. Yep.
So yes, 50 had to make this docuseries so that when that little nigga gets older, 50 can say, well, you know, mom's had a bad experience, and mom's went crazy, and you know, I went after the nigga who slutted her out, so I didn't just sit back and do nothing. We got all that. But with regards to Diddy, he follows a lineage, if you will, of executives and other people who have done far worse. Weinstein, just to name one.
Yeah.
And the, oh my goodness, the history of American film. I don't know how old you are, but do you remember, or did you ever see the older films where men used to smack women right on goddamn screen?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Come on.
Black exploitation movies. Yeah, for sure.
No, not black exploitation. I'm talking about Humphrey Bogart and old white. Black and white films.
Yeah. No. I know who they are and heard of the movies, but no.
Come on, take your time. I just want to
let me ask you this: what do you think about he and his son? I guess they were doing like some some freak offs and stuff together.
Which one?
Well, and when I say the one that was rumored, what is
Justin or King Combs?
or Justin?
Okay,
Yeah,
now
the one who's rumored to be the son of Wolf.
well, okay, I don't know about that. Correct me if I'm wrong. His mother is Misa, yes? Justin?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, if you ask me, I've never met Justin. I used to eat at the restaurant, Justin's, and Mama Combs ran down on me. I'll tell you about that later. I would imagine he raised him kind of similar to how Mama Combs raised Puff Daddy, you know, as a friend, as opposed to being I'm your dad, but at the same time I'm your friend, nigga. I mean, that's what I would assume. Come on.
So, don't you think that is something a little bit bizarre, though, about he and his mother's relationship, the whole kissy stuff? And if you, like, my whole thing is, like, if you're willing to have, like, a freak off with your kid, right, there's no limit to what you would do. And I don't know. I feel like his proclivities, right? Don't just, it's not just for, adults and women, maybe men and perhaps possibly children. I don't know. It's weird. I mean, I was really shocked to.
Stay with me. Can I jump in?
Yeah.
Okay. How old was Mama Combs when she had Diddy? I forget. He was born in 1969. And again, his father died when he was 2 years old. He never knew his father.
Right.
And Mama Combs, for those who know, she was a hustler. She was a get money type of girl, right? She worked at an after-hours spot. He grew up in a middle-class setting in money-earning Mount Vernon. Yes? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yep.
But how old was she when she had him? Do you know?
Haven't the slightest. I do not know.
Are you a mother?
I am.
Okay. I say this with all due respect. There's a very famous rapper out there. I'm not going to say his name because I wouldn't kick dirt on him. He and I are very cool. His mother taught him how to French kiss. Shh, don't say his name.
I won't. Yeah, exactly.
You know who I'm talking about?
I do.
Okay. Stay with me. We're gonna talk this through.
It's a certain type of woman.
Black mothers. Maybe I'm going down the wrong path here. You know, my mama's Caucasian, but black mothers have done a lot of things with their black sons that one would perceive to be odd. I had a homie back in the 80s. I used to go pick him up sometime before we went downtown to Midtown Manhattan. And here I come into the goddamn apartment. He's sitting there at the kitchen table eating his breakfast. His mother and his sister were smoking crack together.
I mean, okay. So here's my thing. Well, I hear your point, but that's not limited or specific to black women and child rearing, right? Because
if I'm out of pocket, say Star, you out of pocket. Let's say stay out of pocket.
I didn't hear you. You said what?
If I'm out of pocket, just say Star, you're out of pocket. That's all. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, you are. Because I mean, you know how white people do. I mean, they're infamous for that because I mean, just like black kids, like they don't just it's a gradual thing with us. It's like, okay, well maybe I'll smoke a cigarette. I don't know, maybe I'll smoke some weed. They just started smoking crack and shooting up heroin at the age of 15 with their parents. We don't do that kind of stuff,
Well, I'm just talking about the relationship with regards to Mama Combs and Puff Daddy. How old was she when she had him? That's my theory, that they grew up brother and sister. Damn all that, I'm your mom. Yeah. Because if you've ever followed, hold on a second. Deed sent me a text message. Janice and Diddy about she was 29 years of age. You're saying, Deeds?
Well, she was old enough to know. I mean, I had my daughter when I was 27.
Okay.
I'm 47,
But were you a baller and a go-getter like Mama Combs? Let's keep it real.
No, sir. College educated project manager. No, thank you. No, I don't. No, absolutely not.
All right. Go ahead and land your plane, darling. Take your time. I've enjoyed talking to you. Come on. Take your time.
No, no, I'm good. I don't really have much else to contribute to the conversation. I just found it interesting, about the sign and stuff. And I would just be curious to know, right? Like, what other proclivities that he has outside of, obviously taking advantage of, people in I guess, in bad situations in life that allow him to do that to them, right? Because it's easy to kind of like blame him or blame them, right? Or just to blame them, like, oh, you're stupid, right? Because you allowed a person to do that. But it's just like, just because you can do something to somebody or just because you can doesn't mean you should, right?
Okay.
So I don't know.
Thank you, darling. I appreciate the call.
You got it. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye now.
You. All right. Let me tell you something else that I learned about black mothers when I moved to New York in 1981. I dare you to call me and tell me I'm lying. The guys that I met and hung out with, and when I met their moms, if I met their moms at all, their mothers told them, don't you bring no black bitch in my home. Let me look in the live chat. Anybody want to admit to that? Anybody's black mother told their black son, don't you bring no black bitch into my home. The point I'm trying to make, if there even is a point, is that maybe the relationship with Mama Combs and Diddy was a brother and sister relationship. If you look at those pictures in the docu-series in the first episode, hold on a second, Pain versus Love, you see she was dressing him like, like he was the Mac or he was a pimp from the 70s films. Yes, no? Hang on a second. Somebody says good point, Star. Okay. All right. Call in. Phone lines open, but I want you guys to have your say and speak freely. Let me go to area code 760. Hey there, good evening. We're talking about the 4-part series, Sean Combs, The Reckoning. Did you see it? Area code 7.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I saw it.
Good evening.
I saw it.
How are you, sir?
Yeah. How you doing, Star? Thank you for taking my call.
Yes, sir. What do you want
Thank
to
you for
start?
taking my call.
You want to start?
Well, I'm gonna start with this. Like, they tend to try to have the black man the face of deviance right now with Puffy, and just like they doing with Jay-Z, having him to be the face of the Illuminati and stuff. They try to paint that picture.
Okay.
But my thing is on the docuseries. I don't know that girl. I don't know that woman name. That girl name that was in that singing group, and she was reading that paper.
Oh yeah. I forget her name. She was one of the girls. I'm gonna find her name in a second. She's the one she asked Diddy for 5 racks, 5,000 for legal fees to try and get her kids back. That's you talking about?
No. I'm talking about the one that was reading, the white girl. The white girl.
I don't remember, sir. I'm looking for you to educate me.
Okay.
Go ahead. I don't know.
Oh yeah, she claimed. Well, somebody else claimed that she had, she had one pole stuck in behind her, and another pole in her mouth, and she's sitting there acting like she wasn't even part of it. They was talking about her, and she was acting like she wasn't even part of it. And then she claimed that she got, she claimed she must was out of it and got raped.
Well, Aubrey O'Day, sir, is the Caucasian female who is sitting there talking about she doesn't know if she was raped or not. Supposedly, somebody opened up the door. I think that was the black chick supposedly Diddy was sliding up in her, and some light skinned nigga had his tool in her mouth. Is that what you're trying to say, sir?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. It just seemed funny. It was just funny, and I think it was just a lot of cap right there. And then the guy Rod.
Well, hang on a second. Kalina Harper, is that the one who you were referring to at first? Was that the one who asked Diddy for the 5 racks? I want to give you your time.
Oh, okay. Let's go there. She seemed like she had Puff back. You know, she got P Diddy back. Like she didn't turn against him. But yeah, the 5 racks. Like Diddy was stingy with that money. The man worth $1 billion, and people were asking for money. He just didn't. Just like the story about him, had a pocket full of money. Craig Mack were hurting, and he gave the man $100. That was just so crazy. Like, what we doing?
Are you a street nigga, sir? You street nigga?
I don't know what that. I really don't know what that means. Street nigga.
Well, if you're a street nigga, say you don't fill niggas' bellies. You know, I mean, some niggas buy other niggas slave chains. They buy them Jordans. But if you got wolves, supposed wolves, you a street nigga. They're street niggas. You don't fill up their belly. You keep them hungry. So I hear what you're saying. But with regards to this woman, and I hope I'm making reference to the right one, Kalina asked Diddy for 5 racks, something about trying to get her kids back in a divorce. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
How do we know that she's not $250K in the red? Bitch, you already owe me $250,000. Now you want another 5 racks. I can't do it right now. Go ahead and land your plane, sir.
But he turned around. Okay, I'm gonna land my plane. But he turned around and asked her to make the statement for her.
Yeah.
And she did it.
Yeah. You're in the red, bitch. Damn near $250,000. I need a favor now. Gotta go, sir. Thank you. He's killing the vibe. God damn, he's confusing me. I had to Google this woman's name. Shit. Hey there, good evening. 770. Please watch the language. We're talking about The Reckoning, the 4-part docuseries. Are you there? 7.
I'm here, Star.
Hey.
It's me, Parrot Lady.
Hey, what's up, girl? Good to hear from you. Good to hear from you. It's cracking.
Good to hear from you, too.
All right.
So, do you do shout-outs? I just want to shout out.
No, Parrot Lady, I don't do no goddamn shout-outs. Slow that down. We don't do that.
Oh.
What's cracking?
Oh, my bad. I wasn't sure. It's late. But, he did a good job.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about checkmate. Good grief.
You think so?
Powerful.
You think it's checkmate?
Yeah, I think that was a powerful documentary. It was powerful for me. Because, we all knew and heard a lot of stuff and bits of this and bits of that. But he connected all the dots for me. I don't know about anybody else.
Okay.
But all the dots were connected for me. That's why I think it was so powerful.
Okay.
The funeral, Biggie's funeral, and the way he did that. I mean, my mother was the first black female funeral director in Queens, New York. And they even...
Pirate Lady, I'm having trouble hearing you. Can you make the adjustments on your phone? You said your mother was the first funeral director? Is that what you said?
First black female funeral director in Queens, New York.
Come on.
So in 1955, at the age of 26, she bought and opened her own funeral home.
Okay.
So, and held it down for 50 years.
Okay.
They have named the street after her.
Nice.
But, so when it comes to funerals and stuff, it's very near and dear and sensitive to me. And I just thought it was absolutely disgusting how he said, yeah, he's going to have the biggest funeral, and spent all this money and then charged it to his estate. That was to say Biggie wanted to have a big funeral like that. And bigger than that, I mean, in the funeral business, you got to understand, That's the only business where it's okay to be discriminatory. You know, Irish people go to Irish funeral directors. There's cemeteries, Catholic cemeteries. If you ain't Catholic, you can't be buried in that cemetery.
Okay.
Jewish cemeteries, Haitian cemeteries. And it's okay. People understand it. But I think black people are the only ones that will go to a white funeral director. And
okay, now hang on a second. It sounds like we're going off topic here, Parrot Lady. I appreciate you calling. So now, with regards to the docu-series, you saw all 4 parts?
All 4.
Okay.
Watched it quick because I was scared it's gonna get pulled down.
Okay.
But
are you close to my age? I forget. You know Wino Will, my old homie Wino Will. Are you close to 60? I forget.
I'm 58.
58. Okay.
I think you got
seasoned coochie.
So.
Okay. All right. Well, hang on a second. So let's go back, because if you're almost 60, and again, I'm not trying to give Diddy a pass. He's been convicted. He got sloppy running around with that ratchet Young Miami, supposedly, allegedly, I don't know. She was accused of going to get the pink cocaine. I have no proof that she did, but she was accused of that. So now what he was convicted on and what they first tried to get him on, some would say it's a failure in terms of the legal system, that they couldn't do what they tried to do. Do you think when he comes out, he's going to be bigger than life? I mean, now he's got a prison time up under his belt. What do you think?
No. Well, first of all, he's going to be in his 60s or close to it by then. Ain't nobody trying to look at no 60-year-old rapper. He can still make money in businesses, and not be the face of it, just be behind the scenes investing.
Okay.
But as far as show business, no. I don't think his son's got any talent. I think his twin daughters will probably fare off better in life than his sons will.
Okay.
And with paying all these lawyers and all these lawsuits, he might have some money left, but he
okay. I just wanted to ask. I wanted to let you, get it all out. But okay, do you recommend the docu-series? I recommend that people watch it, because everybody is not from my generation. You're close to my age, so it's a new experience for a lot of people. They don't know about everything that goes on. I want people to go see it. What say you, Parrot Lady?
Yes.
What say you?
Oh, definitely. Watch it. If nothing else, learn how people are manipulated. Garner some self-respect for yourself and set some boundaries. And be wise, and never give somebody so much power that when they exit your life, you end up homeless.
Okay.
Don't sacrifice your body for fame and fortune that's given to you by someone else, but not what you created for yourself.
Thank you for the call, Parrot Lady. Thank you,
That's
darling.
what I want them to learn.
Bye now.
Great. Peace.
Bye now. Okay. Parrot Lady, longtime supporter. Guys, anybody want to comment on President Trump going 10 toes down? Sheesh. I don't know what's going on in Minnesota with regards to the Somalian community. Supposedly, they've been doing the most. Okay, guys, Deeds handles the live chat. I got a bunch of calls here. If anybody wants to call in, call in. Deeds says this is the only Diddy documentary that has received a cease and desist. Okay, thank you, Deeds. Okay. Well, he's locked up, so I would imagine, he can't fight the narrative. It makes sense to me to send a cease and desist. Okay. What else I want to mention here that I took notice to with regards to the 4-part docu-series? Guys, Mark Curry. I know about Mark Curry's book. I never purchased a book. I'm going to say Salute to him for telling his truth. However, didn't he go on one of these platforms and admit to having knowledge? I don't know if he took part, but supposedly he had knowledge of people spiking drinks. Did he mention that in the docuseries, or did they stay away from that? $10.51, I got your donation via PayPal. Thank you so much, sir. $10.51, I sent your email to Deeds with regards to people becoming members. Thank you for your continued support. Okay, he says Deeds is helping me. Hey, man, salute to you again. Thank you so much. 1051. Let me go to area code 267. Hey there, good evening. Please watch the language 267. We're talking about the 4-part docu-series. Are you up to speed? 267.
Yes, I'm up to speed.
Hey there.
How you doing?
I'm good, man.
I'm TB from Philadelphia.
Hey, Dawn.
And I just wanted to comment on the docu-series.
Come on.
And also give you your flowers.
Oh, okay.
First, I want to give you your flowers because I do appreciate you having a disclaimer for your likeness for Diddy. I like the fact that you didn't jump on the bandwagon.
Yeah.
It's easy to jump on the bandwagon and hate him, and because that's what people do. But I appreciate.
I like 50 Cent as well. I mean, yeah, and I tried not to, be friends with people in the quote unquote industry, but both of them are good guys. If I can just say that. Go ahead.
Well, I'm not a fan of 50 Cent. And the reason why I'm not a fan of 50 Cent is because I didn't like him talking about Little Kim's daughter's disability with her eye. I'm like, come on, man, leave this shit. You don't have to like Little Kim, but why you bring her daughter? And you don't have to talk about the kids.
Okay.
Like, kids are off limits, and you're a grown man. So that that made me look at him differently. And I wasn't planning on watching the doc series until I heard Joe Budden's commentary.
Right.
So that kind of encouraged me to watch the docuseries, and I actually enjoyed it. I felt that it wasn't what do they call, what's the word when they like, oh, it's a hit piece. I don't think it was a hit piece. I believe it was done with I believe it was done good. I really believe it was a well-documented series. I did learn some things that, because I didn't watch any of the other docu-series about Diddy, because I'm like really over it at this point. I was team, I'm a woman, but I was team Diddy. I'm not, and I have my reasons for being team Diddy. I don't want to say team Diddy. I want to be on the one team, but I was rooting for Diddy, put it that way.
Okay.
And I'm still rooting for him, even regarding the docuseries. I did learn some things that stood out. It basically about the funeral calls, because I meant the trip to California, and who encouraged it, and who encouraged the trip. Mm-hmm. Now I remember his mother, rest in peace. Biggie Small's mother, rest in peace, said that
Valletta Wallace, Miss Valletta Wallace. I met her. Very classy woman. Go ahead.
Yes, very classy. I do remember her saying in an interview years ago that Biggie wanted to go to California, and she the one who said, like, tried to talk him out of it, and he still went.
Right.
So I remember his mom saying, so the docuseries was saying something different, like it was Puffy that was more encouraging, but Miss Wallace, in peace, seemed like said it that Biggie was the one that wanted to go to California. Mm-hmm. So that was interesting to me. And it was also interesting to me that there's, in the docuseries, they are trying to attach Puffy to Pac and Biggie's murder. I'm like, wait, what? Mm-hmm. So that was kind of interesting that they're trying to attach him to both murders. I always felt that Suge Knight played the part in Tupac's murder, but it's interesting that they are trying to attach Tupac's murder to
Diddy.
Diddy.
Yeah. If I can jump in a second, I'm glad that you called in. I want, younger people to speak as opposed to me just giving my view, I've been in the music industry a lot of years. I worked at WEA. I don't know if you know that or not, Warner Electric Atlantic, for a decade, long before I ever got to the radio. I have seen people in the rock and roll and the pop world do far worse than Diddy, But again, I'm not giving him a pass, but I want to make sure that we have an understanding, a very broad understanding. Can I ask how old you are or roundabout?
I'm 44 years old. I'll be 45 on January the 9th.
Okay. You may or may not know, but back in 1987, Sean Connery, who many people refer to as the best James Bond, he did an interview with Barbara Walters. He doubled down saying every woman deserves a good rap in the mouth at some point. Did you know that?
I heard about that, but I didn't see it. But you know what?
Don't make me find it and play it again. But hold on. I think he said it back in 1965. And then she asked him about it in 1987. And she said, yeah. Have you changed? He said, nope, I haven't changed. I mean, so we're talking about a society that was in line with, a certain way of thinking. And Diddy is a product of that. Again, born in 1969. So I just wanted to say all of that. Go ahead.
Right. I just feel like Diddy, based on a docuseries, Diddy was a product of his environment and his success. And he was egotistical and arrogant and every other word you could think of. I mean, my thing is, I do agree with you that, listen, he wasn't charged for abuse, domestic violence. So that's what was annoying to me. It was like, I believe his charges were overreach from the feds. He pissed someone off in the industry. This is my belief. He pissed someone off, or maybe people off. And I do believe that case with the liquor company, I do believe is some association with that.
Okay. We've gone into that before. I don't know the depths of that, but I so appreciate you calling. Did you land your plane? I want to make sure you have the final word.
The final word is free Diddy.
Okay.
And also I continue to not jump on the bandwagon.
Okay.
Continue to stand 10 toes down and be, yeah.
Thank you for your call, darling. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right. We're having some good calls here this evening. Guys, I'm sipping a little Josh wine tonight. Okay. Just want to let you know. Dee sent me a few text messages. Hold on a second. Guys, I'm not looking in the live chat. So if I missed something, send me an email. Okay. My homie Kirk Burrows. He says, I appreciate you for everything while on this journey. He did a great job in the docuseries. And I just want to say this, again, with regards to Kirk. Such a good-natured person. I was publishing my magazine, for those who may or may not know, Around the Way Connections. And we didn't really have any distribution. We maybe had 2,500 issues printed in the early days. He cut me a check to put a Bad Boy advertisement on the back of the magazine. He had that authority to cut checks, and he did expenses and all sorts of things. And we were sitting in his office one day, and he was explaining to me, different things with regards to building that empire. So if you don't know his history, pedigree, I can vouch for him and say that he was and still is one of the most authentic people in the industry. And as I said earlier, most people are just, desert thirsty scum. Hang on a second. Somebody's tapping in. Let me make sure I'm not missing your emails. Area code 202. Good evening. Are you there? 202.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
How you doing?
Hey, who's this?
Amy J.
Hey, Amy. How are you?
Okay. Yeah, I just finished watching that 4 parts.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm just like overloaded with everything, but I kind of felt like this was so much of the stuff we already knew. And they had trickled in a couple people that were already considered unreliable or not good witnesses during the trial.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that made it look kind of not as credible. I know some people feel like there's some people that believe anything that's said on a documentary, but the little Rod section, I found myself just yawning because I was like, at this point in his career, everyone knew he didn't do the best business deals.
Right.
So I can't really feel sorry for you. And then you were saying that you were participating in the drugs, and then all of a sudden you were getting drugged. I was like, this sounds stupid. Because I've never been in a situation where some drugs are offered and all of a sudden somebody didn't slip something. Most of the time you know what you're getting, and especially if you're around those type of drugs. So I gave the documentary like out of a 1 out of 10. I gave it like a 5.
Okay.
The one thing I didn't know about Diddy that I thought was interesting is his relationship with his mom. It seemed like she was real mean to him, and it seemed like he wanted to live up to his father's, I guess, image. So it could have led him down the wrong way. But
can I jump in? You said he wanted to live up to his father's image, or she wanted him? I want to be clear on what you said.
One of his friends, I think his name is the dog something. He said that Diddy always wanted to live up to his dad's height.
Okay.
So and
Tim Dog
made this statement.
Tim Dog.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
So Diddy made this statement that I always knew I came from some type of leaf, like
Right.
He knew he had hustler in him, and then
Right.
it was confirmed once he found that out. And I was just like, okay, that's kind of raunchy. But I get where he's trying to go with it. He felt like he wanted to be like a tie to some type of like, aggressive, like, I guess, prototype of a man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But the thing that kind of just like made me like, when it comes to Diddy, and like, I don't really feel sorry for him.
Right.
But I do feel like, even when I was watching Making the Band, a lot of those people were lazy. And with a person like that, they're going to win no matter what. If that means they have to do the work all by themselves, they're going to do it.
Okay.
And I always had that perception when I used to watch it. I used to be like, these kids are sleeping all day. They don't want to get in this. I don't know if that was edited that way, but I just felt like he was kind of getting the opportunities because he didn't have people really pulling their weight. And those who did do the work were really successful outside of him. I'm not saying these people deserve to be like destitute, but it's kind of hard for me to feel sorry for you if you only had one record and you're asking for money. And I don't know.
Can I jump in and ask, how old are you? How old are you?
I'm in my 40s.
Okay. It's okay. I mean, I'm not trying to, put you out there, but yes, people, in their late 40s, 50s, you know how old I am. We've seen all this before. So it's old hat. I mean, I watched it tried to watch it with, a new vision, so to speak, as opposed to just, remembering what I saw in the 80s. Oh my God. I think the 80s were far worse. There were some things that the newer generation needs to understand. You don't just go produce somebody's entire album, just on, I don't know, a verbal agreement, and then you start turning around. I never got paid. I'm so sick of Black people saying, I never got paid. Well, why not? Why didn't you demand something? Did you sacrifice your morals because you wanted to be down? I'm sick of people like that, but we're always going to have those people. Can you speak to the guy, Lil Rod, what you thought of him in the docuseries?
Here's the thing. I was a studio instrumentalist when I was younger. I played the violin, and I actually did a record with Diddy's production team.
Okay.
And it was another time I was invited out with them. I'm not saying too much, but I was offered drugs. Me being young, and I said no. I came from a background that like I was moving in the 80s, 90s. All I saw was drug fiends.
So when people tell me stories about, oh, she was 19 or this person is this, it all comes down to what your mind is focused on when you're getting in those spaces. So that's why I don't really feel sorry because sometimes it comes down to what did you want to do? And I feel like because you don't have access to his wealth, you can't clean yourself up.
Right.
So I'm sorry. That's how I look at it.
I appreciate everything you said. Anything else? So what are we missing? Joy Dickerson. Wasn't she on the cover of Steady B's album? I'm Going Steady. Was that her? Do you remember? I'll Google it. But
that one who was crying, her mama wrote the letter.
Right. She looks like the girl.
I mean, I can feel for you for so. If it happened, I feel bad for you, but I also feel like this is kind of dramatized because, like, it's at 92. We're in what year? I'm not saying you should be over it, but all that shaking and the crying, I just feel like it's a production. And I'm not saying that I don't care about it. I just feel like I don't see what other people see of him. If you are going into business with somebody and you know this person.
Oh my God, baby, stay there. Listen, I'm as old as dust. Steady B, Going Steady, out of Philly. Can anybody confirm that Joy Dickerson, her last name is Neal, that was her on the album cover, 1989? Sheesh. Go ahead, dog. I just had to say that.
No, I feel like if you're going to, I feel like you're going to do the work or you're not going to do the work. You're going to go to the parties or you're not going to go to the parties. If you let them hit, don't be embarrassed if it was taped. That's how my mindset is moved on. I've seen it 10 times over. I've seen it happen to girlfriends. And it's not me being like, you don't deserve your day to like feel like just get it out and express yourself. But I feel like in the case of Diddy, there's so much stuff around him. If you're not really on what you said you're on, it's going to be exposed. If you're not a person that's really trying to make music and really get it out there and really pump out, like the way they say he's like this working machine, you'll eventually see it. These people just fall off on their own. Okay. So that's how I looked at it.
I appreciate it, Coldon. Thank you.
Okay. Have a nice one.
All right. We're getting some good calls here. Wow. I remember her. Anybody from Philly? Remember Steady B? Steady B and Cool C. I'm in the live chat saying, who? Don't worry about it. Does Puff owe his copy of the Tupac? Okay. Folks, you can call in. Phone lines are open. Okay. Someone says, yes, Mark Curry went on Gully TV and admitted to spiking drinks. Salute to Gully TV. That's where I saw it. Yeah. But again, the docuseries, I highly, highly recommend it. So easy. Bring him down. I'm not condoning his actions. People did it. Maurice, good to hear from you, sir. HudsonTubs.com sent me an email. We are so easy to bring him down. I'm not condoning his actions, but how many people did Diddy employ? You're right. And again, the business of music or the quote unquote industry, it's never going to change. When you have people that are desert thirsty, on top of being vanity driven, they will sacrifice themselves. They will engage in certain behavior or what they think is discreet behavior, or they will get trapped off in some bullshit. I keep forgetting that guy's name in Atlanta. He killed himself. He was an executive with LaFace. He got turned out. And a host of others. Thank you for your email. Blade said, okay, you're talking about Lil Rod. Blade says, nigga said he woke up in a bed with Puffy laying next to him and he felt sore. What the fuck? You know, he should have left right then and there. He should have said, I'm out of here. I am so out of here. But he stuck around, continued to produce, compromise his morals. Area code 989, please watch the language. Good evening. 989.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Good.
I wanted to, that's great, brother. I mean, sir. Yeah, I wanted to say this. I watched it reluctantly, kind of for like a case study.
Okay.
Because, you know, I tell you, you've actually obliged me before concerning my cousin Rob and, you know, the surviving R. Kelly thing.
Okay.
And I watched it just to draw comparisons. Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you something, man. It really caused me to totally abandon this current climate has caused me to totally abandon the hip hop culture as it now stands.
Okay.
Because how we grew up, I'm 55.
Okay. How
we grew up, when you take the modus operandi, the motive behind 50's agenda, you know, we grew up in an era where if a dude was coming at another dude over a female, that automatically nullified any and everything that guy is saying about that other guy, because it's about a woman. The truth of the matter, and no one wants to talk about it as far as a lot of these hip hop podcasts. Truth of the matter is that when you read Jane's testimony, how much she loved Puffy, this, that, and the third, and how that whole romance played out, it really made 50 Cent sick, allegedly. It made him like, and everything he has done, it has been totally a scorned man, a man who's heartbroken. So he now wants to continue to condemn Diddy. Now, as far as the docuseries itself, I would ask people to ask themselves, why wasn't Gene Deal a part of it? And I don't know.
That's on my screen right there. Somebody's asking. I didn't reach out to Gene. Gene and I are very cool, but I don't know. I don't have that answer. Maybe he was recorded and they decided not to use him. I don't know. But
neither do I. But he did comment on it.
Okay.
And he said that there was a disagreement between him and the Alexandra lady or whatever. But I'm gonna tell you all this. Well, my cousin R. Kelly, studying his whole cases and the whole documentary, and speaking to a lot of people who were in the documentary, what I need people to understand is that it is a huge money grab, because certain laws in Hollywood, or however they do it, most people that appear in these documentaries are only paid $5,000-$10,000 and per diem, hotel accommodations, some food coupons, and you know, all of those people that appeared in Surviving R. Kelly, which I've spoken to several, they don't get nothing. But the people who produce it, they make all of the money. So
can I jump in?
Can
I jump in?
Pardon me?
Can I jump in? Yes, you and I spoke before. You're R. Kelly's first or second cousin, I forget.
First cousin.
Okay. Let me say this. I've said this before. And your cousin, if memory serves me correctly, is dyslexic, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
So he had a bunch of niggas around him that did take advantage. And with regards to what you just said about people getting paid minimal amounts of money, some of those people who you see in the documentaries don't get paid anything. They do it because they want to clear their names, or they want to protect themselves from future lawsuits. A lot of those people don't get paid to sit there and talk. They're trying to cleanse, in a sense, things that they did in their younger days, and that's the industry. A lot of people who get in, they want to run errands. They want to be a gopher of sorts. They want to show their loyalty, you know, stuff like that. And they take advantage of a documentary to try and act like, oh, well, you know, I didn't want to be a part of that. I just want to say all that. Go ahead.
I concur, especially with the federal indictment looming. You're 1,000% right, and I never looked at it from that perspective. Right. However, I will say this much, and we're doing something. You'll see what we're doing very soon.
Okay.
And that is, as it pertains to Donald Trump and a pardon and all of that. You know, the reality, brother, is this. It is when people sit and tell their account or their stories, If people really knew, and you guys are about to see very soon, the people who sat on Surviving R. Kelly, this is why I could not give this documentary any credence.
Okay.
After I started doing my research and studying and really going through the transcripts and everything, 80% of them were sitting there telling outright lies. Outright lies. One young lady, I'm not going to say her name, said she was 18, and she said she was 17 at the Keith Murray Home Alone. She met Rob at the Keith Murray Home Alone video shoot. Okay. And the feds charged him, saying that she was a minor when he transported her across state lines. 1 week before the...
Well, listen, sir, I don't want to retry R. Kelly's case here, with all due respect.
Yes, sir.
Can I ask you to land your plane and keep me posted on any progress with regards to R. Kelly? Go ahead, please.
Will do, sir. I'm landing now. I don't give any credence to it.
Okay.
I take issue with the fact when they talk about Biggie and Puffy's relationship. Another thing most people don't know, when we see these individuals in music videos, in movies, and all of that, people automatically assume that they're very close. People automatically assume that the relationship is so tight. And no, it's business. It's called show business. So, so I'm not surprised.
Okay.
It was about money. It was that kind of relationship. So I'll keep you posted, brother, and thank you for allowing.
Sir, please don't call me brother. It offends me. Please.
Sir.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Hey there. Thank you for your patience. Please watch the language. 702. Good evening.
What's up?
Hey.
What's up, Star?
Hey, who's this?
Hi, Star.
Hey, babe.
This is Ellen. This is Ebony.
Hey, Ebony.
Excuse my voice.
How are you?
Hi. I'm doing great. How are you?
Good.
You good? Good. So yeah, I'm calling, and what was the question about Diddy Star? Did you have a particular question?
Did you see it? Did you see the docuseries?
I watched it.
Okay.
I watched it yesterday.
I want to hear a younger perspective. I'm an older guy. I've been through the 80s working at the record labels. Oh my goodness, do I have stories? But I think this docuseries, it talks to the newer generation. I'm curious to hear what you think, please.
Well, I grew up on bad boy music.
Okay.
I never liked Puffy because he was too much in the videos. And I always wondered why his artists didn't stay around. I always wondered that. I'm like, one day it's going to be a story and it's going to be crazy because, like, we love Total. We love all the bad boy artists, and they were here today, gone tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And we just knew that it was something crazy, but I didn't know it was this crazy. But
can I ask, how old are you?
38.
Okay.
I'm young, right? That's young?
No, you're well, once you hit 35, you should be, for a female, you should either be married or have a kid, but I ain't hating on you. Okay, so
well, yeah, I do have a kid. I have kids and my kids are grown.
There you go.
And I had a baby, and I was in a relationship for over 20 years with a guy from Brooklyn.
Well, hang on a second. Any experience in the music industry or the business of music?
Yeah. Star. I was in Brooklyn in 1999.
Okay.
And I've seen a lot of stuff. I've seen a lot of sinister stuff that was similar to the same stuff. Like the streets is just like the music business, like come to find out, and it's scary. And Brooklyn, New York is really connected, especially in 99, 2000. It was really connected with the industry. Mm-hmm. And so I seen Brooklyn be bamboozled by Puffy with the whole Shine thing and how he had Brooklyn on lock, and then how that turned out, and how it's just really sad that, and I just think that it spread from the east to the west coast because, the state's trafficking. Can we say that, sir?
But hang on a second.
But,
I appreciate everything you're saying, but now you moved from New York out to Vegas. You're in Vegas, yes?
Yeah, I'm from the West Coast. Yeah.
Okay, you got it together. You're doing better. The kids are grown now, so you can look back and reflect on those bum ass niggas in Brooklyn, right or wrong.
Yeah. And
Right.
I'm
the bum ass niggas who probably say to you, "Yo, why don't you come back through the neighborhood?" Right?
No, I'm trying to save my daughter because bum ass niggas is so wrapped up in other niggas and whatever the streets and the music and the chasing of the bling bling that I and many other women have to protect our daughters from the same damn thing.
I got all that, but now hang on a second. People from Brooklyn who are still there, they say to you, "Yo, you don't come through."
What?
They say you don't come through no more, right?
We don't, and I'm not. Look, Star.
I get it, but I'm saying that's what they say to you. They say to you, "Yo, you don't come through no more."
Yeah, and I'm not. I'm not because I see the devil. I know I'm good, Star. I don't even listen to rap music anymore, Star. And I'm a hip hop head, Star.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, it's trash now. But hold on a second. So you were connected, so to speak, to the industry. You got older. You can look back, and you made it out. So congratulations. And you don't want your you don't want your daughter being nowhere near it, right?
No, and her dad's like 50, and he just thinks that it's like he thinks that it's still Puff Daddy era or some shit. You know what I mean? Still diddy bopping around, like this nigga's still diddy bopping around. Story got to stop. And I'm with the girl who went out and hurt the other girl in Florida, and she's from New York, right? They're violent. I'm not just talking about, but it's a little violent out there. I don't know. So I watched a documentary on PBS about a boxing club in New York.
But hang on, so that we don't go left, right, left, right, left, right, left. So are you from New York, born and raised?
No, I'm from the West Coast.
Okay.
Listen, that's what I'm saying, Star.
So how'd you wind up in New York? How'd you wind up in New York?
Yeah, these out of towners come to California in particular. Okay. Yeah.
You ran up on a smooth talking New York nigga. He brought you back to New York to get that Skrilla. I got it. Okay.
No. He tried to bring me. No. Because I had discernment. I never left the West Coast, but I traveled back and forth. I went out of town, so I took my flight. I got flew out. You know what I mean? But
were you trafficked, baby? Keep it real. Were you trafficked?
Oh no, because I was dodging bullets.
Oh wow!
My mom taught me how to pray, but I was definitely dodging bullets, and I have to be. You see how I talk now? I always have to be a tough cookie to survive. Okay. I have to be a tough cookie. Thank God, I'm a lucky one, Star. But
all right, I appreciate you.
Out of towners to stay. Don't come out of town with all that. I don't know, Star, but I like to dodge. I think.
I appreciate you, baby. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Star. Salute.
Thank you. Okay.
Bye.
I let us speak. Area code 510. Are you there? Good evening. 510.
How you doing, Star?
Hey, who's this?
This is Dave. I'm calling. I wanted to talk about the Somalis in Minnesota.
Okay. Please.
Yeah, I just want to say, I hope they all get up out of here and stuff. I'm so tired of all them. I'm so tired of their big forehead. I'm so tired of them smelling up the room. Just, no disrespect to all them, but it's like we don't need y'all here. Like y'all bring nothing to us and everything. I mean, all the stereotypes they talk about, Black Americans, so long, FBA, whatever you want to use, they're that times 10. They're more violent. And they starving. So it's like I don't know how you're gonna be gangster and your ribs are showing, but so it's like I feel like they can take all that they doing. They need to take that all the way back to their failed homeland, a $2 country, running around from rice and everything. That's what they need to do. They don't even got clothes in their country, but they come to America and they acting gangster and stuff.
Well, the story is picking up a lot of traction. Supposedly over $1 billion has been sent back. The governor is the governor has got some explaining to do. Do you know the real depths of the story? I mean, I can appreciate what what you're saying about Somalians. I don't give a goddamn about them, but can you give us more background, please?
Yeah, that's what happened. Is what you're talking about? Is it was called the Feed Our Kids something?
Okay.
It was a thing that they did during the pandemic and everything. Basically, they was finessing and they was making it seeming like they was feeding like 50,000 kids or something like that a day. And from my understanding, it's not even that many kids in their school district. So it was a whole little thing, more so for the Al-Shabaab and everything, because, they practice that disgusting, filthy religion. So, they want to go.
Was it 1 billion or 2 billion? So I don't know the full story.
There's something like that, though. But that's why I be telling people, if you have knowledge yourself, then you were black, white, whatever you want to say, you shouldn't be practicing that, filthy religion of a man that,
Sir, we got all that. I'm not trying to stop you from going in, but I mean, the story, I mean, I would like some more details. Do you have anything you can give us? I appreciate your donation. Or should I play? Should I play another video that really gives the crux of what's going on?
All I have right now recently is I just seen that they had some recent people get arrested. Some recent people in the organization. It was a white lady that just got convicted. That was basically they.
Can you Google, sir? I'll give you a minute. Are you reading, nigga? Can you read? Respect.
Yeah. I could read. I could look up. Yeah.
All right. Stay right there. Stay right there. Gene Richmond, do you want to call in, sir? Number 9. Hold on a second. Number 9 taking shots at Gangster of Love. Where is that? If I can get that on the screen. Sheesh. Okay. He says bum begging for Rory back. Mr. Rory, don't fit you. Okay. Guys, leave the cursing to me, okay?
Yeah, it says feeding our future fraud.
What do you got?
Okay, so it said it was a feeding our future fraud. It was.
Can you read the article, sir, from the beginning? Read it.
Oh, it's not an article. It's a video.
But can you Google an article and read it to us? I'm giving you time. I appreciate your support. I'm not.
All right. Let me look up the article real quick.
Give me a second, guys. They're in the live chat roasting Gangster of Love. Say it ain't so. GOL missing white daddy. Sheesh. Hold on a second.
Okay, yeah. So it was $1 billion. It said a judge in Minneapolis has sparked outrage. She decided to overturn a fraud conviction. So it was a white lady that started it.
Sir, can you read the article? You're just scanning and paraphrasing. Read it.
Okay, so her name is the lady. It was a lady. Her name is Abditha Fatah Yusuf, 44, was found guilty of robbing innocent taxpayers through a home health care company called Promise Health in August. A jury found that he and his wife, Lul Ahmed, ran a deceitful Medicaid fraud scheme out of a mailbox at the so-called medical company and used the money for lavish shopping sprees, including trips to name brand and designer stores like Coach, Canada Goose, Nike, Michael Kors, and to purchase high-end cars, according to prosecutors.
Somalis caught a lick, sir, or a bunch of licks, yes? Licks.
Yeah, exactly.
Real nigger shit. Respect the jokes. Go ahead and land your plane.
Yeah. Well, that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to speak on that. I wanted to say, that I wanted to say that this is just another.
Sir, you've said enough. I appreciate you, man. Salute.
All right.
Let me see if I can bring in area code 917. Hey there. Good evening, 917. Please watch the language. Are you there?
How you doing? Good evening.
Hey.
Yes, I'm here.
Who's this?
My name is Nancy. I'm from the Bronx.
Hey, Nancy. How are you, darling? Where do you want to start?
I'm always good. Thank you. So I was watching a documentary earlier when I was at work, and it just showed me that 50 is really a hater, and that's some queen stuff. It was very vindictive, and I want to really talk about Kalina. She said that she asked Puffy for $5,000 when she was going through whatever she was going through with her family, and he said he couldn't do it. You know,
trying to get her kids back. Trying to get her kids back.
Yeah.
Come on.
Right, but she's vouching for him now. So I just got silly women fatigue. Her, Capricorn Clark, Cassie, all of these women coming out of the woodworks is really, really crazy. And that guy, what his name is, the producer? Little Rod.
Little Rod, yeah.
He was enjoying the freak offs. What kind of man does a whole album and don't get no chicken? Like, what are you talking about? You didn't get paid. Are you okay?
Can we go back for a second? We'll come back to Lil Rod, according to him, waking up with niggas in the bed. But, okay, so I think we all pretty much agree that Cassie, you know, is just a freak bitch, you know, just
definitely
a nasty freak bitch. I don't know if she had any type of venereal diseases. I don't know. But I really don't want people saying she's beautiful. She's not. If you ask me, she was disgusting inside and out. But hang on a second. Let's go back to Capricorn Clark. Is that her name? Capricorn Clark.
Yes, it is.
She was his assistant from what, 2004, 2005, I forget. So she saw a lot, if you ask me. She saw Diddy during his drug years, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, no?
I believe so.
That whole thing with her and Cassie and Kid Cudi. I mean, I paid attention. Why would she entertain Cassie and Kid Cudi on some type of hiking trip? Right?
Exactly, because she was part of the freak off. She was probably enduring them too. All of them.
Well, hang on a second. I don't want to get sued. Was Capricorn Clark part of the freak off? So you mean Cassie?
No, Cassie was definitely, you know.
Cassie. We have no proof about Capricorn Clark. Slow it down. She's got some she's got some fucked up gray teeth, and we may or may not circle back to that. But why would she entertain Cassie on some hiking expedition with Kid Cudi? Can we just go there for a second?
I believe that she was so infatuated. This is just my opinion, all right? I think she was infatuated with Cassie, and she just wanted to do whatever to make sure that she was comfortable with her. And also, you know, like, oh, I have, you know, I got your back. You could trust me with whatever. Because she knew that it was coming to a point where Diddy was about to, like, off her. Like, I'm good off you. You're no longer going to be whatever you are to my company and to me. So she was trying to, you know.
Is Capricorn Clark a seafood platter eater? I don't know. Maybe you said in fact.
I don't know.
In fact, let me look in the live chat.
Yeah.
Troll babies. Is Capricorn Clark a switch hitter? I think she was out of pocket to go hiking with Kid Cudi. He's a goofy, and Cassie did that to irritate Diddy. Bitch, we do freak offs. You know the routine. Niggas smash you. I watch. I jerk my joystick, and that's where it stops. So what is this Kid Cudi shit? Go ahead.
Cassie is I think she suffers with something because she just addicted to toxicity. And for her to be, you know, swallowing that guy jizz, did you see him? Are we watching the same doc? Like, you were sleeping with this person with your eyes open? This is just bogus, you know? All of this is just bogus. And for 50 to go backtracking and doing all of this, it's something deeper in the waters. There's no way he is so invested like this to do this documentary. Half of it we already know.
Okay.
And, you know, it's just all bogus. It's foolishness. You know, it was something for me to do at work today.
Okay.
So I was very appreciative of that.
Okay.
But other than that, I'm sorry. All of them it seems like a case of mental illness from the start to the finish. Who was that guy with the 25%? Is he some type of cook? Like,
hang on, baby. Hold on a second. That's Kirk Burroughs. He deserved that 25% of Bad Boy. But you know, that's I haven't even gotten into that, but I thank you. Anything else you want to mention? You spoke about Lil Rod. How long did he produce for Diddy? Was it over a year or two? How long was he producing?
Over a year. And all he got out of it was sleeping in the bed with him, because he sounds like he was a fan, and some pink cocaine or pink ecstasy. I think he enjoyed it. That's what's his payment. Sleeping with.
Well, now, hang on a second. Did he admit that? Let's be careful. Did he admit to doing those drugs? Slow it down.
Well, of course he admitted it. He said he was going, and he was.
Hang on a second. Stay right there. Troll babies, did Lil Rod admit to doing drugs? Baby, you got to slow down. I had to hang up on somebody last week. Don't be saying, of course he did.
I apologize.
If he didn't say that out of his mouth, I was doing drugs. Slow that shit down.
He said he woke up and he didn't know what happened. So what does that mean?
Well, he woke up and his anus may have been stretched, but with regards to the drugs, they're saying he never admitted it, and you're lying, baby. Come on, see. I appreciate you, though.
Right.
I appreciate you. Good night,
later.
Baby. Let's get her out of here. People getting sued out here. Slow that shit down. There he is, my homie, my friend, Gene Richmond, a.k.a. Number 9. How are you, sir?
I'm great. What a pleasure it is to always be here on the Star Report.
You are my political correspondent.
and I humbly honor that title.
Yeah.
And what a political climate it is.
Yeah. Where do you want to start?
Well, we got a president that's pretty much going scorched earth at every third world immigrant nation there is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with bans and moratoriums and putting more boots on the ground for an effective and more comprehensive immigration policy and removal of said illegal immigrants is, to me, almost fascinating. We haven't seen any president in our modern time take on immigration headfirst like this guy has. And I think it's impressive. Can there be more done? Of course, it can always be a little bit better, but you get resistance from the states and these federal judges. But all in all, I think Trump is doing a stellar job in regards to bringing awareness, removal, detaining, deportation, and blocking this immigration invasion. I think it's a good job.
At this point, I think it was The Hill earlier. They're saying that Trump has deported 2 million immigrants, illegals, and that's only 1 million shy of Barack Obama, who deported 3 million. Yes.
Yeah, that's actually 1 million shy. But there's a little caveat here, and there's a little bit of information that people aren't aware of. Many of those deportees or immigrants that were deported under Obama were turnaways at the gates. So they counted that as a deportation, turning someone away at the door. So if you look at it, Trump is pretty much has come full circle in regards to actual boots on the ground, detaining people, processing them, and actually deporting them. So I think Trump has created a stellar record, and we're only into year 1. We got 3 more years to go. So I think there's more to come. And I think this immigration process is just going to get more extensive.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate you bringing me up to speed on things. I saw Trump go scorched earth, as they say, and then double down. I really enjoyed that. Hey, quick question: is Nick Fuentes going in on Tucker Carlson again? What happened? There's some type of rift now. Am I looking at this the right way? He mentions the interview, so clearly this is new footage. Yes? No?
Yeah, it is actually new footage. Nick Fuentes and Tucker Carlson had a pretty rough road before their interview a little over a month ago, and it seemed like they came to a détente. They let bygones be bygones. Right. They put their issues aside, and the interview currently on Tucker's page, it stands at about over 7 million views. So I mean, it's one of the most prosperous and the most watched interviews in Tucker Carlson's media brand. But that being said, Nick Fuentes kind of, did an about face in regards to Tucker, because Tucker went on a couple of different platforms. Megyn Kelly being one of them recently and saying, you know, even though Nick Fuentes is an anti-Semite and he should stop the Jew hate, he made some good points. And Fuentes is saying, well, wait a second. You never called me an anti-Semite when I was in front of you when we were out to dinner, or a Jew hater. What's this whole Jew hate thing? And Nick took offense to that.
Well, so hold on a second. So now, where did Tucker say this on another interview? That's the part I'm not up to speed on. Where did Tucker allegedly say this?
Well, Tucker had a guest, I want to say Dave Smith, recently on his show, and he was talking about.
I know Dave Smith. I know him.
Right. He can understand Nick Fuentes' point and how Nick Fuentes speaks to a specific generation of young, straight white males who feel that the political order isn't in their favor. But he was saying he could garner more support if he just stops with the anti-Semitic Jew hate.
Okay.
And that kind of just rubs him the wrong way. He's like, well, what Jew hate?
Right.
Well, why didn't you call me an anti-Semite and a Jew hater when we were at dinner or when we were on your platform? So I think that's where the rift is. So now he's back on the attack on Tucker Carlson.
Okay. I appreciate you, man. Anything else we need to put on the table? Have you been keeping up with barbecue in Haiti? Is barbecue still alive, or have they split his head to the white meat yet? Barbecue.
Well, from the intel that I've gathered, barbecue's still alive and well. In case you didn't remember, Janine Pirro came out a few months ago, and other members of the American legislation.
Of course, I remember
talking about putting a bounty on his head. But this is a man who walks the Capitol freely. He's doing YouTube interviews. He's on Rumble. He's on Instagram. He's moving around freely. I think personally he's a CIA asset. And we know the United States is notorious for creating these false flag scenarios and implementing these political molds. We've seen it with Saddam. We saw it with people under Castro's rule. We've seen it even with Papa Doc, the Duvalier administration. The CIA was heavily rooted in that. So it's not uncommon for the CIA to create these boogeymen, but yet have the boogeymen underneath their watchful eye. That's just what I think. And as for Trump's rhetoric for the Somalis and the things he said about them, I mean, everybody can get it. I mean, he's made comments that were what people call offensive to Venezuelans. He said things to Mexicans. I mean, last year he said Haitians were eating pets. And he just ended TPS support for the Haitians. Like 500,000 of them are going back, and I support that too. So Trump could be very brash.
They're in the live chat saying Trump told no lies. Trump told no lies.
Exactly. He said the Haitians were eating cats and dogs, and their TPS order is up. 500,000 Haitians are going back starting February 1st, and I support this wholeheartedly. You know, he's abrasive, he's harsh, but then again, he's a maverick, if you will. He's today's Caesar. He's Marcus Aurelius. He's a unique. There's a unique paradigm in his administration.
Okay. I appreciate you as always, man. Thank you, Gene Richmond. Thank you.
Oh, also, I just want to let bum niggas know that you can beg all you want. And you can do all the begging you want, but Mr. Rory, I'm the only nigga that Mr. Rory trusts on this show, not some bum that gets dragged around by my good friend Sunday, who will sit you down, and also the great.
Well, who are you talking about? So you might as well say the name. Who you talking about?
That's some bum. That bum. Gangsta Love. That bum nigga.
Okay.
I'm the least of your worries, pal. Don't come on this show begging for the European to come back. Okay. How many times has he dragged you? A dozen or more times? Okay. How many times has Sunday dragged you? And now you're on your knees groveling in some goddamn chat. Okay. To me, you're just a nigger. Maybe you might be a hero somewhere else. But I digress.
Okay. Good to talk to you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay. Let me go to area code 818. Good evening. Please watch the language. We're talking about the docuseries. Are you there? Area code 818.
How you doing, Star?
I'm good. Who am I speaking to?
My name is Ota. That's O-T-H-A.
Okay.
I'm calling you out of Columbia, South Carolina.
Okay. How can we help you, sir?
Yeah. So I heard you made a statement about the mother, and did his mother allow women or any girlfriends basically to come by, just girlfriends? And Star, when I watched that documentary yesterday, I watched the whole thing through.
Okay.
And the things that I was seeing things that I saw some of my friends go through as a kid, the way they dressed, the grooming, and what the mother did. It was just the mother taking care of the one child. And when I see those things, it reminds me, because I'm 53, so it reminds me as a kid watching my friends or my friend mom take care of him because he had everything. Now it goes so deep because Diddy's situation just reminds me of one of my friends' childhoods, because I saw the mother and the son have such a relationship that was always weird. Now, don't get me wrong, I was only like 10 and 11, and I used to see weird stuff like were they actually... I was having some type of empath of their situation, like it was too close, too tight. It was just both of them in the home. And it just, I started realizing that they were having a weird relationship.
Easy.
Because...
Easy.
Yeah. Yeah. So with that being said, no, I get it. So,
well, hang on a second. Stay with me, because you're talking about much earlier in the show. Just for context, I want to tell people what I said to be clear. I was talking about my perceived, with regard to my perception, Diddy and his mother's relationship. I'm saying they were more like brother and sister. And
yes,
with regards to the claims that he hit her, who knows? I mean, growing up, she may have fought him like he was, I don't know, her boyfriend, or maybe she was teaching him how to fight. It could be along those lines. So I was broad stroking. Maybe I was trolling a little bit about, black mothers and black sons. But I didn't grow up in the hood or the project, so I really don't know. Where did you grow up, sir?
Well, I was born in Chicago, Illinois, but raised in Mississippi.
Okay.
And
were you raised by a black woman, sir?
Yes, sir. Okay. Yes, sir.
Strong black woman. Was your father around?
Yes, he was around too. Yes, both parents. And I was my generation at that time. I didn't have much, so with those friends, they had more, and they had so much more. But with seeing like that in that time that I saw things, I saw why the behaviors of my friends, the way they carried on, and how it actually destroyed their lives as well as destroying their families when they got older. So it just reminds me of, how Diddy's life has always been. It has been like a movie, and it's been moving fast. But Star, I look back and I remember during those times of, when Bad Boys came out, but I look at a lot of music, and when I got older, I realized that some of these people that I was looking up to as entertainers, what they wrote in music, I realized that I wasted my life because I was believing in what they was saying and doing. And I took...
Well, sir, can I jump in? Because you're making this very personal about you. And I mean, I can appreciate
that.
But hang on, sir. I want to focus on the docuseries. If you're, if you idolize rappers and singers, there's nothing I can say to you. I did not,
No. Yes, sir.
Let's get back on the docuseries, please.
Okay. So with that docuseries, I realized that all the things that did occur that, allegedly that they said he did, I realized that for us and everybody that's listening, his bad is our lesson to learn. That's the most important thing that we should get out of this. It is a lesson to us all because we saw some things. We may not have all the answers and the clues to what's actually true or false, but as we looked at it and we've all watched it, maybe we all should look at it as a lesson for us, because I know the lady from Dirty Money, she had lost her family. So with her, needing to try to get her family back and the money that she needed, it just, lets us know that how we can sell ourselves so short and lose our families. When it all boils down, everybody goes back to their home, to their regular lives, and that's scary when you got somebody that's not paying you.
If I can jump in, sir, because you're a little long-winded here. I don't think it's a lesson for everybody. A lot of this is just nigger shit. Everybody doesn't aspire to be, where those people were, are, or are going to be in the future. It's entertainment, I've been through a lot of that stuff, not me. I've never been a victim. I've never done anything, any type of deviant behavior that I have to answer for. But I think if you're looking to get into the music industry, then you have to understand that a lot of the people, their reason for trying to get into it is not really a genuine reason. But please land your plane. I got other calls. Please land your plane.
Okay. So I guess just ending it. I guess for me, for all of us, it was a great documentary. I mean, I think 50, his part in it was great. I think everybody that was on there, I think we heard enough that we did hear some stuff through the trial, but I didn't know a lot of that stuff.
Okay.
Okay. It's still shocking, but yeah. Right. Thank you.
Thank you. Right. Hey there, area code 646. Good evening. Please watch the language. 646. Yes, no, maybe.
Good evening, Star, my good friend. What's going on? Please get the money. I'm from Queens.
Okay, I'm not your friend. I'm not your friend, sir. Who is this? Who is this?
All right. We're not friends. All right. So I saw The Reckoning tonight. Okay. All 4 parts.
Okay.
It's 4 parts, right? And sounds like the same old story, Star. Sounds like people looking for opportunities, gliding with Puffy, and Puffy using that hunger and desire to make it big, to make the American dream, to get some money for yourself, and using that against them and tricking them into a whole bunch of foolishness. And then after the fact, hindsight is 50-50. That's what they say. That's the old saying, right? So in hindsight, they want to come out with the lawsuits. Oh, I didn't know that he was drugging me. Oh, I didn't know that, when I woke up that morning, I had a strange feeling in my bunghole. I didn't know where it came from.
Right.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the same rewind button, whereby as he's a big producer. They call him the gatekeeper. That's what they called him in the documentary, the gatekeeper. So in order to get in, you have like a talent or whatever. You want to make it in the big world of music. You go through Puffy. But Puffy allegedly has his own agenda. And these agendas are way over the banister, so to speak. But we've heard this song before.
Can I ask, how old are you, sir? How old are you?
30 years old. I've heard this. I heard this story before.
Sir, can you hear me? How old are you?
Yeah, I can hear you.
How old are you?
42.
Okay. Yeah, this is the same. This is the same old story. I tried to look at it with fresh eyes and not think about the 80s. I tried not to be, but I've seen so much. But I really recommend it to the younger generation. There are some things. Yes. There are some things there that some of these people need to know, especially in today's day and time with everybody recording, live streaming. It's a different day and time, but there are some things, caveats, if you will, that have to be spoken about. I just want to say all that. Go ahead.
Yes. And also, just for the record, Puffy didn't pay Cassie $30 million. He paid her 15.
Okay.
The Intercontinental Hotel, where that incident allegedly happened, where the videos took place,
okay,
where like he kicks her or whatever, they paid the 15.
Okay.
So she got 15 from Puff and 15 from IHG,
Okay.
the hotel, for negligence. They didn't call the police. They didn't really follow up and take care of her well-being. And lawyers got 15 million out of them. So she kind of like cashed out from both sides of that and then acted like she was the victim.
Are you sure, sir? Because a couple of people in the live chat are saying Diddy gave her 20 million. I mean, I'm not trying to like.
No. He gave her 15.
Okay.
IHG gave her the other half, but I mean, people can chat GPT that or something else,
okay.
And see the real deal. But the bottom line is she cashed out big time on that, and then was able to testify against the guy.
Yeah.
So I feel bad for him. According to the documentary tonight, he has about 77 cases pending against him.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
He has 5 strong ones of the people that used to work for him. And I know that people are trying to, they were saying this, that he has a PR team that's trained and paid by him personally to distort the story and try to salvage his good name. And they go on interviews and different things like that, but they're actually paid allegedly by the Diddy man. Now, I think one thing I can say is I think 50 Cent is getting a bad name for this, but I think that he used 50 to make it look like more of a. This is my opinion, by the way. I believe they used 50 as the executive producer to make it look like it's not just the white community coming at a black man to put him down.
Okay.
I think that, you know how Puffy likes to use that. Yeah, we got to stick all together. I'm a positive black man.
Right.
So I think they use 50 to kind of like soften the turkey a little bit.
Okay.
So it doesn't look like it's coming from an angle.
Let me jump in. You sound like a very knowledgeable man. I can appreciate everything you've just said.
Yeah. I can
appreciate everything you've just said. Do you think that
a lot of things?
Hold on a second. Hold on. Do you think that some forces, powers got together, maybe at some type of golf game, and collectively laughed and chuckled and said, I dare you to take Sean Combs down. And again, laughing and chuckling as they're putting, going across the goddamn golf course. And that's how this thing started. Sometimes it's that simple. It's not, a bunch of guys sitting at the table and, all screw faced. It could have been that simple, and they pushed the button. What do you think?
I think, like Donald Trump, I have to give it to the Trump stuff.
Bingo.
I think
Bingo
knew where to look.
Come on.
So somebody finally came along and knew where to look. Sometimes something is going on, but no one knows where to look. For example, George Bush bombed Iraq, right? Him and Cheney. Saddam had nothing to do with it.
Right.
They didn't know where to look. So Trump goes to Venezuela to bomb up the drug dealers, and he's getting all kind of, he knows where to look. So what I'm saying to you, my point is that something came along, because you can't do so much hideous crimes and always get away with it. You're gonna get caught someday. Right. So I think something he did kind of came to fruition, and it started like a trickle down effect with everybody. Because once one person had courage, this is what the documentary was showing. Once one person came out with courage, then you had the others that took courage and finally came out. One way back from 1999.
Can I jump in?
Yeah.
Are you from the New York tri-state?
from Queens, New York, South Side Queens, man.
Queens get the money. Okay, now hang on.
Your cousin Queen.
Hang on, sir. Please don't start snitching. Don't start snitching. Hold on a second. Can I ask you to try to envision, if you will, the docuseries about Curtis Jackson? Oh, his day is coming. His day is coming.
His day is coming.
His day is coming.
His day is coming.
Can I ask you to try to tell us about it? Can you speculate? What's that going to look like?
Okay, first, I think it's going to start with the first baby. This is my opinion, by the way. I think it's going to start with the first baby mother, the one that had the alleged house burned down in Long Island, that no one really knows where that came from. Then I think it's going to come from Uncle Lloyd Banks, one of his artists who's very disgruntled with 50, who grew up with 50, that the relationship went really sour and very ugly. Then I think it's going to come from the baby mama.
Can I jump in, sir? Now, hang on a second. How old are you again? How old are you?
Yeah.
How old are you?
42. 42.
You may not know the full history, but can I ask you to go back to Bangum Smurf? Hang on. Hang on, sir. I'm as old as dust, sir. Let's go back to Bangum Smurf. Do you remember when Bangum Smurf and his team tried to press 50 Cent? I think he was on the Summer Jam stage. Remember that?
Yeah, they was in the audience. Yeah.
Audience. Bangum Smurf, one of the realest niggas in Southside Jamaica, Queens. No ifs, ands, or buts. 50 Cent better be glad Bangum Smurf is not the type of cat to get up on camera and just start telling everything. He's done some interviews. But that's where, if you ask me, when that 50 Cent docuseries comes out, you got to start with Bangum Smurf. Go ahead and land your plane, sir.
Yeah.
Land your plane.
Yes, I think Bangum Smurf actually, what's holding him back from the 50 docuseries is the deportation to Trinidad.
He got dipped.
Yeah. He got a bad rap with that one. But I think, coming back to him, I think that's going to be one of the four things that I mentioned.
Okay.
He's going to be a big part of that.
Okay. All right.
Especially when he was business partners, like Kirk Burrows was with Puffy at the beginning. He was business partners with 50 with a company.
All right. I appreciate the call, sir.
Huh?
I appreciate the call. Salute.
All right, salute.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Oh, shit. We talking that real shit now. Let me look in the live chat. At some point, Curtis Jackson is going to have to answer for recording Young Buck, nigga, crying. 50 put out the audio. I say, God damn. And then clowning him about supposedly, allegedly, the nigga with the wig up in the hotel. Did you guys know I interviewed that person first? I got that interview on private. I should put it up for members only. Okay, hang on a second. Someone says, Star, you're doing too much. Let me tell you something, boy. At some point, that Cashville nigga is going to crash out. You mark my words. Let me bring in hold on a second. Oh, repping P-Town, Jersey's finest, J Bandit.
Jersey banger.
Jersey
Salute,
banger.
big nigga. What up, though?
What's going on, baby?
What up, man? What up? Maintaining, man. I'm watching the show, catching up on things because, I didn't watch the documentary. I said I'll be watching probably the beginning of next year because I like to watch things in order. So I'm watching something else on Netflix.
Okay. What's going on with you, J Bandit?
Yeah.
What's cracking, man?
Troll Babies, come to my new platform, J Bandit 6 on YouTube, / J Bandit, number 6 on YouTube. I just put in my comment section. I went to your community section. I put in my I put like 2 links to my to a short I did. I did a short imitating Nick Fuentes. Called me Branded Fuentes. Can a nigga live? Can a nigga live? All my girlfriends out there, all this rhetoric, all this stuff.
Hold on a second, Jay Bandit. I need to have your new YouTube link in my showrunner. That's where it makes. That's what I need to do. Did you send me the link to the new channel via email?
Yeah, I did.
Can you send it again? Can you send it again tonight?
Okay. I'll send it right now as I'm talking.
Let me get that on the screen tomorrow. Your new YouTube channel, because one of your channels got taken down. You got caught up in some bullshit. Did you appeal?
Yes.
Did you appeal to try and get the channel back?
And I appealed. Yeah, I appealed, and then they said they're not giving it back. They're not giving it back. It's over for that. Yeah.
In the future, you have to put your real government information in the settings. You know, you can't just put some fake alias shit. You know, I've lost YouTube channels, but let's you and I talk behind the scenes, man. But what else is going on in your platform? Are you going live yet? What's cracking with you?
I'm live right now, but I don't go live on YouTube. I go live on something called Super Live. It's a streaming app that you make money off of.
Okay, well, send me a link, man, so I can put that in the community section. I mean, I know you're busy, but I want to make sure we're giving you some attention. And how's the diss?
I'm not.
How's the diss track? How's the diss track going?
It was a freestyle. I wasn't gonna really pay studio time for her. Come on now, she's a bum.
All right. Good to talk to you, man. Jay Bandit, salute.
Salute.
Yes, sir.
Salute.
This person's been on hold for a while. Thank you for your patience. Area code 678. We're talking about the Sean Combs docuseries. Please watch the language. Are you there? 6.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, Star. How are you doing? This is Alexis.
Hey, Alexis.
From Atlanta.
How are you, darling? Where do you want to start?
I just watched the documentary.
Come on. Come on.
I feel a couple of ways about it. I feel like the documentary was good. I also feel like 50 has an agenda. And I feel like his agenda did not separate from the point he was trying to make in the documentary. I also feel like the things that he was saying about Cassie and the workers that they had in the video, it was kind of misconstrued from the court case.
Okay.
One thing about it is I was always taught to mind your business. I feel like, I know you don't believe in God and all that stuff like that, but I feel like God was working in his own way, and I feel like 50 should have left a couple of things alone. In the music industry, a lot of people don't understand the music industry. They don't understand the things that you have to go through. So they put a lot of emphasis on that. And I did not feel sorry for those people. I'm not in the music industry. I chose to work every day, get a job, do my thing.
Good for you.
But I have been around it.
Good for you. Good for you, dear. And I mean that wholeheartedly. Go ahead.
Yeah, I have been around it. And it is enticing. It's something you want to get into. It's something you want to take part in. It's intriguing. But walking to get a cheesecake, that's nothing. I've seen worse.
That's nothing.
I've seen worse.
Right.
And if you
can I ask how old are you, darling? How old are you? Respectfully.
Respectfully, I'm 49 years old.
Okay. You're 57. Go ahead. Go ahead. You're 57.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I've lived in Atlanta for over 25 years.
Okay.
My boyfriend and I watched this documentary. He's born and raised in Atlanta.
Okay.
We've seen worse
Yeah.
to get into the industry. And I think that 50 was trying to, colorize that, add it on to, these kids were done wrong. They knew what they were getting into. Okay. They knew what they were getting into. the girl from Dirty Money. What was her name? Carissa.
Yeah. I Googled her. And listen, I'm not trying to kick dirt on her, but yeah, the correct spelling of her name, is it Kalina? Is that who you're talking about?
Kalina. You're absolutely correct. I'm sorry. Kalina. She knew what the industry was about.
Yeah.
She knew what she was getting into. Don knew what she was getting into. But Kalina was a player. She was a player in the game. And it didn't work in his favor.
Can I jump in? With all due respect, Kalina, according to Wikipedia, born in 1982, she's probably close to 50. She asked Diddy for 5 racks.
$5,000 fucking dollars. And she was married.
Baby, please watch the language, please. But
sorry, I apologize. Can
we be real? Listen, I'm off that Josh wine right now. Can we be real? A black bitch close to 50 asking for 5 racks, probably 6 figures in the red already.
Listen.
Hold on, baby. Hold on. What are the chances to get that money back? I give you 5 racks, you already owe me $125,000. I mean, I can't just keep throwing good money to bad. Nah, I can't do that right now. This is all alleged. I have no proof. Go ahead.
Listen, played herself from the beginning.
Right.
You've seen it all. You've been here. And I hate to say this at my age.
Right.
Black women are not all prostitutes.
Okay. All right.
But we all have good God-given sense to know that them 5 racks is a drop in the bucket, honey. And that's why he played her the way he played her.
Come on.
This is the industry.
Come on.
You should have got what you got when you was watching what was going on the whole damn time. The whole time. It was a play from the start.
Yeah.
I honestly think that Puffy was a pawn. He was a pawn from birth. Sacrifices.
Well, hang on a second, baby. Before we get to Puffy, and I do want to hear from you. You see, if Kalina would have asked for 20 racks, she would have got the 5. But Diddy didn't respect her asking for the nigga pennies. How you gonna ask me for 5 racks? Right or wrong?
He didn't. You're absolutely correct, but he didn't respect her from the beginning because she stood on the sideline and watched the play, and she never said a word.
You're watching people sniff coke, allegedly popping horse tranquilizers, and you're asking me for $5K. She
5 racks.
She should have asked for 20.
Who is you?
She should have asked for 20K or at least 30. Okay, listen, McGee, this 5. Close your mouth. But hang on a second.
Who are you?
You sound like a knowledgeable woman. I want to ask. I'm just asking you. My theory is that Mama Combs, Janice Combs, who raised Diddy in money-earning Mount Vernon, he was born in New York. He was born in New York, but raised in Mount Vernon. My theory is that she raised him like her little brother, you know, trying to get the nigga tough because Tim Dog already said niggas was picking on him when he was little. So at some point, I think, I could be wrong, Mama Combs started chin-checking him, you know, take him out in the yard, put your dick beaters up, little nigga, teach him how to fight. So they had that type of brother-sister relationship. Am I wrong?
Yes.
Am I wrong?
Chin-checking him.
Come on.
You're correct. Chin-checking him the whole time. You got your ass. Don't come home telling me somebody whooped your ass, or I'm going to whoop your ass, and I'm going to chin-check you and show you this uppercut. This what you do in the street, and you drag everybody. Everybody.
Yeah.
Female, male, whoever. You going to drag them because I got dragged. You going to get dragged. Your daddy got dragged, and we trying to get this money.
Little nigga, they blew your daddy's brains out. Pay attention when I'm talking to you.
Exactly. Exactly. And I'ma drag you.
Right.
And Puffy dragged her in return.
Come on.
He did it early. He dragged her early in the game to let her know this is your get back, and I'm not playing with you. Don't say nothing about me, my kids, or these bitches. Or these females I got coming through in and out.
Can I ask you one more thing? Can I ask you one more thing? With all due respect, with all due respect, in my experience, I could be totally wrong, but a lot of my associates, you know, during the '80s, their black mothers told them, "Don't you bring near black bitch in this house." Can you speak to that, or am I doing too much?
I was the only child from a mother that was in the military.
Okay.
However, my family was in the street, and don't bring all the men that had sons. Don't bring nothing in here that ain't the color of a brown paper bag in this damn house.
Come on.
And if you did, they had to play by our rules, or they gonna get they whooped too. Yeah. And Janice, she raised him with an iron fist, and I can't be mad at him all the way with that. Yeah. But I can tell you this: as a survivor, when you scared of a man, you're not going shopping. You're not buying no cars. You're not sitting around the hotel room laughing and kikiing playing. You're trying to get the hell up out of there.
Okay.
Hook or crook.
I appreciate your call.
And
darling.
Cassie was comfortable, in my opinion, until she wasn't.
Cassie was a heathen. But listen, darling, I got more calls. Thank you so much. Thank you, dear.
I do.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Have a good night.
Okay. Area code 661.
I do.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Can you turn that down in the background, please? 661. Good evening.
Okay.
So, babies, am I doing too much today?
Sir?
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm here.
How are you, man? Good evening.
Yep. Oh, hey, how you doing? God bless you. I mean, yeah.
God bless you too, sir. If that's what you believe, God bless you. How are you, sir? Where do you want to start?
Oh, I want to start off with the Diddy thing. I mean, that documentary was so cold. The way everybody going against Diddy, you feel me? Diddy just a black man that's trying to help these people. People want to draw these conclusions like he's a predator, but he not. You feel me? Diddy only deal with you how you deal with yourself. You feel me? A lot of these people are doing a lot of secret Hollywood, Illuminati, selling your soul to the devil for that money. You feel me? They want to play jokes like, oh, come on now, these parties consist of partying, you feel me? Just the liquor. You know, Diddy party is a real man's party. This ain't no kid party. You leave your babies at home. You deadbeat mommies that don't watch your child, who got your little kids watching, getting that little child care money. Quit playing in a grown man's world. You women and the man who think this a joke up out here. Diddy deal with adult stars and regular rappers and entertainers. Grow up and be a woman, be a man. Quit being a leech. Quit trying to oversee reality with scams. You feel me? That's what killed me about this new reality, about this new black world that passes their opinion on when it's not really necessary. It's not needed. These is a gang of leeches that was trying to take over a world that, man, you trying to take over a man who crawled from the ashes. You feel me? From ashy to classy. You feel me? From nothing. I can see.
Can I ask where you're calling from, sir? Where you calling from?
I'm calling from California, keeping it real with you. Okay. You feel me?
I can appreciate everything you're saying, but hang on a second. If we're gonna go there, let's go there. Okay. If we're gonna talk about these slurs. The slurs, you know, willing participants. Not that I'm excusing anything.
Yes, they was, man.
Sir, hold on a second. Let me just throw this out there.
Bodyguard at
the Sir, hold on. Let me throw this out there. Not that I'm excusing anything Diddy has done, but we have to talk about these slurs looking for a come up. You know, these broads that go to the parties Trying to drop a Mickey in somebody's drink. Rob the nigga. Let's focus on those slurs for a second. Come on.
Because rappers have already told you how to dropping Nickies, robbing, stealing their chains and all that. I mean, Puffy done told you like stuff done happened to him before. You feel me? People done duct taped and tied him up and all this. And then he done said his staff done did stuff to him. You feel me? We can't forget about that. We can't forget about Puffy gave Cassie like $40 million. You feel me? Cassie was going to jail.
It wasn't 40, sir. Slow down. Slow down. He didn't give her 40. I need you to try and be accurate.
We'll give her 20 what? We can give her $5 million. I mean, but it's the millions. You feel me? He took her from 0 to 60 in 5 seconds. And well, matter of fact, a split second. You feel me? I mean, she was starving. She was doing whatever. It's so cold that she was doing whatever for $1. She was trying to get people to promote her music. Her music wasn't selling, and Diddy gave her $20 million for free. You feel me? I mean, her music didn't her music didn't do it. Her credits. I mean, what's that? Her rights, her royalties. Her royalties didn't bring her in nothing. I mean, what did you need Diddy for? What did you need to be in this man's face and cause all this havoc? You feel me? Why did you come to Diddy? Diddy been left you for other women. You see all the different women he had? He left you, you came back, you called him, and a black man came to your aid as his queen, and you stabbed him right in the back. I can't respect that. You feel me? I can't respect all this slander, all this defamation. I can't. I mean, everybody gonna have their opinion to them because I'm a defenseless woman, and if you gotta have sex with somebody, come on now, that's a relationship.
So I need you to land your plane because you have these long running sentences. Can land your plane.
I mean, we off that. We finna go to 50. I mean, 50. I mean, we hope 50 watch yourself. I hope 50 watch yourself. I hope these women get their more.
So I want to see the docuseries on Curtis Jackson.
Huh? I mean, 50 doing this thing. Yeah. 50 paying them off too. I mean, 50. I mean, all the black men. Look at they women. They are respected. Like Diddy left all his women in a respectful manner with money. You feel me? That 20 million destroyed it. I mean, that. All
right, sir, you're going someplace. I'm not sure where you're going. I appreciate the call, though. Appreciate the call.
Okay.
What do you say? Uh-oh. Hey there, area code 973. Good evening. Please watch the language. 973. Yes, no, maybe. Hey.
Star, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. Who's this?
This Buns from Jersey.
Hey, what's up, man? How are you? We're talking about the
how are you?
4-part docuseries. Did you see it?
Absolute.
What are your thoughts?
Several thoughts. Where you want to start? You want to start with the man, with the woman? You know, I hear a lot of people calling talking about this doc was put out just because Five mad that Diddy smutted.
Well, tell us what you think, sir. You watched it. What do you think? Never mind other people. I want to hear from you.
I'm going to tell you what I think.
Come on.
I believe this feud's been going on since anything we were able to see. We don't know what this feud is about. Most men, you might be able to agree with me, you might not. Most men, when they're done with the woman, they're done with the woman. They could care less what she do when they're done with her.
Okay.
Jay tried it with Nas. He been done with Carmen. Five Ben went on and said he ain't been with that woman in years. I don't think he cared. I think most people are looking for that, and I believe it's something deeper. What? We don't know. I believe it was something between them two, or the reality of it is Diddy an alpha male. I believe Puff knew from the day he laid eyes on Five, this is the guy I can't get over on. And I believe Five made it be known, I'm not a guy you can get over on.
Are you referring to 50 Cent, sir, when you say Five, for those who don't know what you're talking about?
Yes. Yeah, my apologies. I'm talking about 50 Cent. Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. I don't know too many men who cares about a woman once they're done with her. Now, you do have some people who feel as though they have something to gain by being with someone's ex. But what that person don't realize is, if you show me a fine woman, I'll show you a man who's sick of her.
Are you a father, sir? Are you a father?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. I hear what you're saying, sir, but you see, when kids are involved, you move different. You can't just be on.
I don't know about that, Star.
Hang on, sir. Hang on a second. I'll let you speak. You know, you can't be selfish and say, "Yo, F that bitch. I'm done." She's got your seed, sir. She's bringing guys around you. Hang on, sir. Hang on. She's bringing guys around your seed. Now, if you have a daughter and your daughter is laying on some nigga's chest, oh my God, you come over there for whatever, to pick up your daughter, drop off some money. Your baby is laying on the chest of what you perceive to be a bum nigga on the couch. Both of them are sleeping. You're going to feel some type of way, sir. All that I'm done. Sounds hot. Come on.
This how I was raised by my OGs, which is my father and my uncles. I like the way you wrap that up. But see, me, I'm not the one, Star.
Okay.
I take custody of the kid. You don't understand that. When we're done, we're done. 90% of the time, a woman don't want to have nothing to do with the child once you leave her any damn way. 90% of the time. So I believe there's two things that can happen. Me, what I did in my case, I'm taking the kids. I'm going to take the kids respectfully. We can always, as mother and father, we can have a respectful relationship, parenting relationship, because that's what the children should always see, whether the children are together or not. They shouldn't see daddy and mommy fussing and fighting. That's a little immature for parents to do around their children. Okay. That's how you know there's still emotions involved.
You're different. I get it. But now, can we go back to the docuseries? Anything in particular?
Absolutely.
Anything in particular you want to speak to that maybe you can teach the younger generation? The younger generation.
Everything that shine isn't good.
Ooh.
We've
never heard that one before, sir.
It's good.
We've never heard that one before.
Just because it shine doesn't mean it's nice.
Right.
Hey, I'm sitting on a porch with my family one day over the summertime. One of my cousins.
All right, sir, I got to go, but thank you, man. Thank you. Now he's talking about the family. Sheesh. I just want to hear about Diddy. Area code 386. Good evening. Please watch the language. The 4-part docuseries. Did you see it? Sean Combs.
Peace, God. Yeah, that was trash. Yo, but hold up. The violin music was the worst. Anything with any type of instrumental usually is some bullshit. Am I lying?
I need you to watch the language, sir. Leave the cursing to me, please.
My bad. But the violin music that they used was trash. Like every point. Like, come on with the music. Come on, man.
Okay. Can we go a little deeper, pause, with regards to some of the things, the interaction between people, something that really has some type of substance that.
Well, listen. Part 1 and 2 seem like a very well done critique on how hard it is for a black man just to deal with the music industry by itself. I thought it was very honest. I didn't see anything one way or the other that framed him any more as a person that was trying to apologize for the mistakes he was making. So, once the sex and the over sexualization gets involved, these are the things that Netflix tries to push. Because, it was a real honest part 1 and part 2. That's how I felt about it.
Okay. Anything else? Anything else?
No, that was it. That was it. I just was, really disturbed about just
the violins,
music behind everything. It was just crazy. Yeah, that was. Come on, man.
Thank
come
you,
on.
man. Thank you. Hey there, area code 804. You're my last caller. Talking about the Sean Combs. Go ahead. Docuseries.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. So one of the things, peace. Have a good. Hope you guys having a good night.
Yes, sir.
One of the things I don't know if you spoke about earlier, but one thing I've noticed is how many females that Puff really was like sorting after other people that were, like dealing with these females, whether it was what was it, Albie Shore? That was the first girl that was Kim Porter, right?
Say that again.
Kim Porter, she used to deal with Albie Shore.
Yes.
All right, so that was one of the things I noticed, that it was females, whether it was Eric Sermon, then even a situation, that small situation where I didn't know that he has Suge Knight had some girl in Atlanta. That little part where they were talking about where Suge was in Atlanta, and he sought after this girl with a $50,000 necklace, and I'm like, whoa, like I didn't even know that's how they claim that the West Coast East Coast beef even started to begin with, and then he kind of like baited Pac into signing with him while he was locked up. So it was little key points that I didn't really know. Me, being a fan of the culture and, just looking at the documentary, like, wow, I didn't know this, I didn't know that. Okay. And that was those.
Did you enjoy it, sir? Overall, the 4-part series?
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was very well put together in my book.
Okay.
It wasn't a super, like just onslaught on take Puff, take P Diddy down. It was very informational to me.
Good.
You know what I'm saying?
Good. I assume you're a younger man?
Yeah, I'm 42 years old. So I'm a little, midway up there.
You're 47, sir. Stop the cap. Okay, so you watched it. You watched it. You enjoyed it. Any takeaways? Anything that you're going to apply to your life? Are you part of the industry, or do you have anybody close to you who's running with that particular crowd?
Yeah, I have a few people I know that work even in the radio. People that I've heard.
Are you dating a female, sir, that's in the quote unquote industry?
No, I don't date a female that's in the industry. No, sir.
Okay, I appreciate the call. Salute.
All right, have a good night. Peace.